Chapter 1. The missing singer. The hot August sun hung heavy over Oklahoma, and the air shimmered with dust and gasoline from Route 66. The road stretched mile after mile, like a golden ribbon tying together dreams and lost lives. By the roadside stood a 1939 Packard, abandoned, the hood slightly ajar as if someone had fled in panic. On the passenger seat lay a glittering stage dress, and in the glove compartment, a photograph of a young woman with the words, "To Johnny, my final song." The woman in the photograph was Lillian Carter, a promising singer who had left Chicago chasing the dream of Hollywood, but she never arrived. Lillian's last performance had been at the Bluebird Motel, a small stage filled with smoke and applause. She smiled, she sang, but there was something in her eyes that hinted at unease. That same night, she vanished without a trace. The sheriff of Kingfisher County noticed something unusual. The engine of the Packard was still warm when they found it. Someone had left in a hurry. Newspapers quickly dubbed her the lost voice of Route 66, but to the police, she was more than a sensation. Every clue could be the difference between life and death. Chapter 2. The charming mechanic. 2 days after Lillian's disappearance, a man knocked on the police station door. His name was Earl Maddox, a mechanic at a gas station along Route 66. He claimed that Lillian had stopped there to get help with her car. Earl described her as nervous but friendly. He also mentioned a black Cadillac that had followed her as she drove west. The police noticed something odd. Earl had been missing for several days, and his toolbox was gone. A search of his shed revealed small items, women's jewelry, hairpins, and a microphone. During interrogation, Earl showed a charming, confident side, but every answer seemed calculated. He quickly became the prime suspect, but it would take time for the evidence to become overwhelming. The police began tracing every lead, every witness, and every stop along Route 66. Every roadside diner, every gas station could hide secrets. Chapter 3. Tracks in the desert. The search team followed the tracks westward. They found burned clothing, fragments of a dress, and a pile of shattered glass near a dry riverbed. But the body was gone. Months passed. Newspapers ran stories of the mysterious missing singer, and locals along Route 66 whispered about the singing shadow that moved with the wind. Then, one early winter morning, a farmer found something under an old tarp on his land. A suitcase with rope marks around the handle. Inside were the remains of a woman and a business card from a nightclub in Tulsa. On the back was written, "I should never have trusted him." Fingerprints on the suitcase matched a person in police records. Earl Maddox. Every piece of evidence painted a picture of tragedy and betrayal. The police began reconstructing Lillian's last hours, every minute along Route 66, every intersection, every gas station she had passed. Chapter 4. The confession. Earl Maddox was finally arrested in Arizona in 1948, working as a truck driver under a false name. His past had been carefully hidden, but now it lay open before the police. The interrogation was long and grueling. He denied everything for hours, but after several days, he began to speak, not about the murder itself, but about music, about dreams, about Lillian singing that night, so vivid he could not forget her. He described how Lillian tried to escape when she discovered his lies. His rage had followed her that night, and tragedy became inevitable. Earl Maddox was sentenced to death the following year. In his cell, he sang one last time, a vintage country ballad about roads, dreams, and lost love. When Route 66 fell silent that night, it was said that one could hear a woman's voice in the wind, singing the song she never got to record. And so Lillian Carter became more than just a newspaper headline. She became a legend along the highways, a reminder of dreams, betrayal, and dark secrets hidden behind every curve of Route 66.